The Obol, beta epsilon lambda lambda omicron sigma, delta epsilon lambda omicron sigma, lit. Nail, metal spit, Latin, obolus, was a form of ancient Greek currency and weight currency. Obols were used from early times. According to Plutarch, they were originally spits of copper or bronze traded by weight, while 6 obols make a drachma or a handful, since that was as many as the hand could grasp. Heraclides of Pontus in his work on etymologies mentions the obols of Heraeon and derives the origin of obelos from obolos. This is confirmed by the historian Ephorus on his work on inventions. Excavations at Argos discovered several dozen of these early obols, dated well before 800 BC. They are now displayed at the Numismatic Museum of Athens. Archaeologists today describe the iron spits as utensil money, since excavated hoards indicate that during the late geometric period they were exchanged in handfuls of 6 spits. They were not used for manufacturing artifacts as metallurgical analyses suggest, but they were most likely used as token money. Plutarch states the Spartans had an iron obol of 4 copies. They retained the cumbersome and impractical bars rather than proper coins to discourage the pursuit of wealth. In classical Athens, obols were traded as silver coins. 6 obols made up the drachma. There were also coins worth 2 obols and 3 obols. Each obol was divisible into 8 copies. During this era, an obol purchased a canthros and chouse of wine. 3 obols was a standard rate for prostitutes. Funerary use: the deceased were buried with an obol placed in the mouth of the corpse, so that, once a deceased's shade reached Hades, he or she would be able to pay Charon for passage across the river Acron on Styx. Legend had it that those without enough wealth or whose friends refused to follow proper burial rites were forced to wander the banks of the river for 100 years. Weight: the obol or obolus was also a measurement of Greek, Roman, and apothecaries' weight. In ancient Greece, it was generally reckoned as 1/6 drachma. Under Roman rule, it was defined as 1/48 of a Roman ounce, or about 0.57 grams. The apothecaries system also reckoned the obol or obolus as 1/48 of an ounce, or a half scruple. Literary use: the obolus, along with the mirror, was a symbol of numismatic heretics in the short story The Theologians by Argentine author Jorge Luis Borges. In the story's discussion of the circularity of time, eternity, and the transmigration of the soul through several bodies, the author uses a quote of Luke chapter 12 verse 59, mistranslated as, "No one will be released from prison until he has paid the last obolus," since Luke calls the coin a lepton rather than an obolus.